Right guys, evening. Welcome back to the garage. Alright, hope you're all well. Hope the week's going well for you. Hope you're all healthy, keeping up your workouts. Hope you all did the mobility class that we sent out on Monday. Please try and do those, at least one sort of stretch and recovery session per week. It's just going to help you relax, stretch out your muscles, stop you from getting injured. So I will be making more of those, hopefully weekly. But again, similar to the other ones, don't be afraid to go back to the same one, okay? Because working on the same thing multiple times is always going to be more beneficial than just doing it once and then never doing it again, all right? Tonight's class, as labelled, is a legs and core class, okay? So 4 rounds. I'm going to alternate between the two muscle groups. I'm not going to try and combine them both. We're just going to do round 1 legs, round 2 core, round 3 legs, round 4 core. All right, so just alternate between the two so you kind of know what's coming. The first leg round is going to be much harder than the second one. The second one's is lying down on the mat, but the first one you will need something like I'm going to use this medicine ball here just because it's just handy for me here, but for you I would use maybe the edge of your sofa to prop your foot up on, or something like a little stool or a chair, just something like that. That's all you're going to need. You don't need weights. If you have weights or you have any equipment during the leg sessions, definitely you can hold it to your chest like that and do most of these leg exercises with the weight held like that. But it's absolutely fine to do them without. I'm going to do it without, and it's going to be plenty for me, okay? So, round 1 coming up. Let's rock and roll. Okay folks, let's get warmed up. What we're going to start with, take your feet shoulder width apart, point your toes out slightly. Okay, we're looking for a nice straight back. We're going to have our arms forward. We're just going to sink into our normal and air squat. Okay, nice and slow. Let's just come down and we're going to hold it for 1, 2, 3, and stand. Okay, lock my knees out, stand tall, and repeat. Nice and slow down. Keep your knees out, keep your heels down. 1, 2, 3, and stand there. Good. Nice and slow down. 1, 2, 3 down, and 1, 2, 3. Hold. See, I'm pushing my knees out. I want you to do the same. Okay, nice and slow. Down, knees, 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 heels down. Sit back, chest up, and stand. Good. We'll do one more. Nice and slow. Good. Keep the knees out. Hold for 1, 2, 3. Good. Take your feet to neutral. Okay, and we're going to take your right hand to your left toe, and we're going to keep our backs nice and straight, and then bring my right foot to reset. Okay, so you're looking for a slight bend in this knee, and all the movements is just going to be in your hip. All right, so you're just essentially folding yourself in half, keeping a nice posture. You come down nice and slow, 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 slow. Touch your toe and then come back up. Always having a slight bend in the knee, but not too much. Okay, you'll see mine is just ever so slightly bent. Come down, touch, and there. Also try and keep your hips straight. Okay, don't twist too much. Just nice and slow. And you should be getting a good stretch down this hamstring and hopefully in this hip as well. This is all about getting your glutes and your hamstrings firing. Good. Let's do 2 more on this side. Nice and slow. Good. Shoulders stay square to the floor. 2, and we're going to change. Okay, other side exactly the same. Other hand comes down this time. There, and they might feel completely different on either side. That's okay. It's just about isolating one leg at a time. Nice and slow. Good. Keep these shoulders square. Keep the hips square to the floor. Slight bend in the knee. Let's do 3 more on this side. Balance, it's quite hard to balance. Last one. Yeah, good job. Alright, that's going to stop the rock and roll. Right, so I'm going to use a stack of plates as my object rather than the balls, just slightly easier. Doesn't roll. Yeah, try and get yourself something that doesn't roll. Right, I filmed with a tent, it didn't work. Alright, so optimally you're going to be looking at about this height, or you can try a wee bit higher, but this is going to be about a good height for you. So I would say like a stool or something is probably going to be the best. Alright, and all we're going to do is come over the top, nice squat stance, arms straight out. You're going to go nice and slow. You're going to just sit down and you're going to stand. Nice and slow. So just do it with my tempo. You're up, block out the legs, then nice and slow, keep your knees out, sit down, stand. Good. do this for about another 30 seconds. Almost feel like you're pulling the floor apart with your feet. Your heels never come off the ground. And you squeeze your knees, you lock out your knees, you lock out your hips when you stand up. Good. There, there to there. Good. Nice and slow. Keep these knees out, especially when you sit down. When you sit down, you'll tend to want your knees to come in here. Keep them nice and wide. Okay, up, lock out the knees. The lower the object you have, the better. All right, the lower, the harder. There, stand, and go. Good. Let's keep going. Let's go for another 5. 2 more. And last one. There, stop, and there. Good job. I'm going to make mine a little bit lower for this next one. Okay, if you've got something low, that's fine, but something the same height is going to be fine. It's just so these plates don't slide. Okay, I'm going to put 1 foot back, keep 1 foot forward, and then just come down nice and slow and stand up. Good. So still, this is essentially just a squat position, but 1 foot is raised behind me. All right, you might feel a stretch through the back hip. That's fine. Okay, just keep going down as low as you can without the pain, and then just push again through this heel. Keep your torso upright, but don't lean back. But keep it nice and upright. Keep your core strong, and just drive through this front foot. Good. About another 20 seconds on this leg. Make sure my plates don't move on me. Good, this is going to get pretty sore on this quad here. Excuse me, my plates are moving. Up, there, and down. There, let's do 2 more. 1, 2, good. Okay, shake that leg off. I'm going to reset my plates. Okay, let's just change legs. Exactly the same movement, right? 3, 2, 1, down, there, and go. Good. Now this back foot's going to be a wee bit tired, this back leg. That's okay, because you will still use both legs to get yourself up. Okay, but we want obviously this to be more in this side. The balance is one of the hardest things about this. Good, just reset at any point if you need. Good. Let's do 50 more seconds. Good, keep this knee out as well, don't let it fold across you. One more. Good job. Alright, now we're going to go into a reverse lunge. I'm just going to move these out of the way. And all we're going to do is fire your knee to your chest after each reverse lunge. You're going to start on any side at all. And we're going to step back, up, kick it in, and then kick it back. Good. This will be your abs going for the next round. Kick, up, hold it. Down, kick, up, hold it. Good. There to there. Keep it nice and controlled. The work is going to be in this hip here. Alright, even though the motion is with the leg that's stepping, this leg here, especially if you don't touch the moving leg off the ground, it's going to be put through a lot of work. So just try and keep your technique good. Step up through 10 seconds on this side. Good, one more. Yeah, good. So for me, I'm feeling that in this glute here, the one that was planted. So I'm just going to change sides and do exactly the same. 3, 2, 1. Step, there, kick that knee up. Step, kick that knee up. Good, nice and controlled. Good, let your abs pull your knee up and your hip flexors as well. And then step back. Don't touch your back knee off the ground. Keep it an inch from the floor. Try that. The closer, the better. The more control, the better. Good. Should be starting to burn this quad again now. This hip as well. Lock out the knee. 15 seconds. Good. One more. Yeah. Good job. Okay folks, round 2 coming up, right? As I said before, this is just going to be for our core. Now when I say core, I'm not just talking abs, six pack, I'm talking your abdominals, anything that stabilizes your spine. Alright, so that's going to be your abs, you're going to be your obliques and your sides, your lower back, a little bit of your glutes as well. The glutes we'll cover in the leg sections, but this section's more going to be for your stomach muscles, your two walls in the side, and then your lower back as well. Okay, so imagine you're creating just like a cavity, right, all the way around your spine. Of course, we're going to start with a plank variation. Now, this can be done high or low. When I say that, this is a low plank here. This is a high plank here. If your wrists get sore on high plank, then come down to low. Most of the exercises can be done either or, so it doesn't matter at all, right? So all we're going to start with is like trunk rotations, right? So you're going to come down. This is better off low plank. So we're going to come up, and all you're going to do is keep your hips nice and strong. I don't want to see anyone falling under here. I want to see your hips nice and high. Twist. Try and touch this. Try and touch your hip, like right at the top of your hip, off the ground. Okay, so you're going to twist through side to side. We're going to do 20 of these. All right. So nice and slow with me. Come up to your plank, and you're just going to twist. Try and touch. You don't have to be able to reach. It's unlikely that you'll be able to reach the floor, but just turn, twist. There, it's almost like a semicircle, like an arc movement. There, up and through. Good. So come off this mat. Twist. There, up and through. Twist. There. There's 10, we'll do another 10. Good, nice and slow, nice and controlled. See the tempo I'm going at. 2 more. Last one, there, and down, well done. Let's put the cross onto your back. Right, we've done this in the studio plenty times. All we're gonna do, have your heels within touching distance, alright? Have your feet about hips width apart. You're going to crunch up, and you're going to try and touch your feet on either side and just rotate your body around. We're going to do 30 of these. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, touch, and then swivel and touch. Notice I'm never letting my shoulders hit the ground. Okay, always up. 4, 5, 6. Good, nice and slow, nice and controlled. You should really feel this in here now, in your stomach. There's 15. One more. 20, well done. Right, stay in this position. Just let your abs relax just for a second, because that'll be getting pretty painful in there. We're going to tuck your knees to your chest. Now, if you can, I want you to straighten your legs here, right? And then you're going to touch the floor behind you, and then touch your toes, and repeat that process, okay? If you can't, straighten your legs here, keep them bent, just touch the floor, and then touch your feet in this position here. All right, so that's what I'm going to do, just so I can talk through it. So we're going to touch here, and then touch your feet, and then repeat the touch, and then touch. There's 2, we're going to 20. Nice and slow. To be honest, either one is pretty nasty. Good. Keep it again nice and slow. Half a hold at the top, so up, don't just come straight back. Hold it for half a second, and then, no, there's 7. Good, 12, 8 to go. Three more. 18, 19, last one, guys. Good, well done. Okay, relax, it's gonna be pretty spicy in the core now. Good, just let it rest for just 10 seconds. The next one, you all know exactly what we're doing. Okay, if you've done, well, if you've ever been to a class with me, right? We're gonna hold our elbow to our knee. First step, put your hand on the back of your head.
you're just going to then touch it to the same knee. So if your left hand's on the back of your head, then the left knee is there as well. All right. Your right leg, if you can, straighten it, take it off the floor, and your corresponding hand goes over your head. Right. 3, 2, 1. Come up. And we're just going to hold this position. So arm overhead. My other leg is straight. 20 seconds aside. Good, breathe through it, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Well done, that's going to be pretty sore in here, all right? Another 10 seconds, we're doing exactly the same on the other side. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, 20 seconds, straighten this leg, hand on the head, and go. Arm up. Good. Try to point this toe, keep it as close to the ground as you can. Hold it, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, good job. Alright, last one of this round, another 20-second hold. This time we're going to tuck your knees in and you're going to try and reach past your feet. Alright, and just crunch up into the smallest position that you can. Alright, so here we go. Take a breath. 3, 2, 1. Crunch the knees and reach and hold there. So my shoulders are off the ground. My knees are tucked as far as I can to my chest. Halfway through, guys. Good. Keep your shoulders up. Remind yourself. Reach as far past your feet as you can. Your arms shouldn't be touching your legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, well done. Right, round number 3, a little bit more on the legs. Okay, similar start. Now we're going to jump onto the mat. Okay, so make sure you've got somewhere you can lie. You can lie down and do a little bit of floor stuff with it as well, right? For this first move, all we're going to do, you're going to take your feet to neutral. You're going to then push one foot back so that your heel and your toe, if you draw a line horizontally through, they would be on the same line, right? So your toe is almost even with your front heel. The back heel can come up, the front heel always stays down. All right, so then we're just going to sink down into a squat, nice and slow. You'll see when I get to the bottom, this front heel is down, this back heel is up, my knees are still apart, my chest, my torso still upright, and then I can stand. And then I'm going to lock out this front leg, the back leg can stay bent. Let's do 20 of these on this side. Nice and slow, good. Keep this chest up. Good, nice and slow. Okay, so you'll feel most of the pressures on this front leg. There's 10. If I lose count or say the wrong number at any point, I can only apologise. Sometimes I just go for a guess. There's 15. 19, good, one more, there you go, just change your feet. Let's just go over here, push this foot back, I'm going to turn this just so you can see my back heel. Go there to there, same again, 20, 70% of the weight is in this leg, knees stay apart. Here comes number 10. You'll see when I get to the bottom, my body is still in a perfect, almost like a squat position. You'll see how low we can go when we just offset this back foot. Okay. Three more. 18, 19, good. Last one. 20, good job. Okay, shake them off a little bit. Something a little bit faster, right? So we're going to start in the middle. We do this in the studio, but with a step in between. It can be done either way, right? So start in between. You're then going to jump to the wider squat stance and back in. 20 of these as well, okay? So jump, up, that's 1. Right, so let's do 20 of these. You don't have to go into a squat in the middle, it's just a tap, straight back out, right? 20 of these, 3, 2, 1. Let's jump out, there, and back in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, keep these knees out, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, good, heels down, 16, 17, 3 more, 18, 19, 20, yeah, good job. Now you're going to come onto your mat, I'm going to pull mine a little bit this way, and we're going to, let's diagonal a wee bit, grab a quick drink if you need it, flat on the floor, and we're going to go and do a little bit of glute bridges, alright? Have your feet just so you can touch them again, and all we're going to do is up, press, squeeze your backside, and then back down to the floor, alright? Up, squeeze, there, and down. What makes this a little bit better, if you have anything to put between your knees, then that's going to help a lot on this one as well. So you want to keep whatever's between your legs completely sealed there, and just run through the same movement. Okay, so I'm just going to put my foam roller there, up, squeeze, let's do 20, there's 1, 2, good, so I'm applying constant pressure to that foam roller. When I come up and hold, I'm squeezing my bum as hard as I can, squeeze your glutes. There's 10 there, another 10, nice and slow. This isn't supposed to be done fast. You should feel this in your backside a little bit. If you feel it in your hamstrings and the back of your thigh, move your feet away from you. If you feel it in your quads and the top of your thigh, bring your feet closer to you. Further away rather, the second one, the latter, further away. 3 more. Last one, squeeze, good, relax. Ditch anything, ditch the object if you've got it. Right, last move of the legs. We're going to use the same concept, same movement. This time you're going to push up, and we're going to walk your heels, your feet away from you, so your legs are straight. Your bum stays up off the ground, your hips stay up, and then walk back in, okay? So that would have been 1 that I just did there. We're going to do 15. Right, nice and slow. You're going to feel the tension on your hamstrings in the back of your legs. That's fine. Just keep your hips as high as you can, right? 3, 2, 1. You're going to first push into the position that we just did. You're going to then walk your feet out as far as you can. Straighten your legs. Your bum's up off the ground, and then walk back in. Good. So you should only be your heels and your shoulders, your upper back in contact with the floor. There's 2. 3. 4. 5. Good, nice and slow. 6. Should really be feeling it in your hamstrings now, right in the back of your legs. 7. 8. 9. Good guys, nice and slow. This is getting pretty painful now. There's 10. Still keep the legs straight. Right at the bottom. Hips nice and high. Good. 11. Got 4 more to do. Well done guys, 2 more, right? Finishing off. Last one, here it comes. Keep your hips nice and high. Good, relax. Round 4. Last round, alright? So that last round, I think slammed your hamstrings and your glutes, maybe feeling your lower back a little bit. That's fine, that last move was really, really difficult. All right, a little bit of core to finish off. So again, we're gonna start a little bit on your lower back, and then we're gonna go onto your sides, right? Side plank is coming. Don't turn off, please. Right, we're ready? Flatten your stomach to start. And all we're gonna do is focus on, have your arms like this to start with, right? It's gonna be a little bit easier. And all we're gonna do, the objective is to lift your shoulders and your chest off the ground and lift your legs off the ground as well. All right, we're gonna really try and get into your lower back here, your mid back, and your glutes a little bit as well, all right? So start with your arms here, and let's do 10 reps, just like this, okay? So up, squeeze, get everything off the ground. There's 1, 2, 3, really pull back. You might feel quite stiff for a start. I promise it'll loosen off and you'll be able to lift a bit higher. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. We're going to do another 10. For those of you who think you can, let's straighten your arms as much as you can, and let's put your feet together when you come up, okay? If you don't want to do that, then just do exactly what we just did, but with my tempo, all right? 3, 2, 1. Come up, feet together, arms straight, and down. Up. There's 5, good. Little half pause at the top. Two more. Last one. Yeah, good job. Okay, take a breather, and we're gonna go onto our sides. All right. I'm gonna start facing you. We're not going to hold the side plank, we're going to do side plank dips. Okay, so that involves lifting your hips up and putting them back down. We're going to do 15 on each side, and then we're into our last move. Yes? Let's do it. The hardest option is to have your feet stacked on top of one another. If you want to make it slightly easier, then stagger your feet. Make sure the top leg is on front, right? None of that nonsense. Yeah, the top leg will always be the front foot. Most of the weight will be on the back one. All right, so still have that in line with the rest of your body. Even easier than that is on your knees, right? So you'll just be like that. That's absolutely fine. Choose one of those options, but you've got to do at least one of them, right? 3, 2, 1. Let's come up. Hold it for a second, and there's 1, 2. Keep your body nice and straight. Keep your hips forward. Keep the shoulders strong. Breathe through it. There's 7, just about halfway. Good guys, there's 12, 3 more, nice and strong. Last one, up, there, and down. Good job. Switch sides, exactly the same on the other side. Now you might notice that you're a little bit weaker on this side. Absolutely fine, alright? 3, 2, 1, let's come up. Or you might be stronger, you never know. Okay guys, there's 5, notice my tempo. This is what we're going with, don't just let yourself fall. Lower yourself down. Up, there's 7. 5 more, here we go. Keep it nice and slow. Last one, nice and strong. Up, there, well done, good. Flip back to the first side, there's more. Okay, back onto your first side. Let's just take 20-30 seconds while I show you what you're way to do, right? First option, very, very difficult, despite if anyone can do this one after what we've just done. You're gonna come up, And all we're gonna do is 10 reps, up, this leg comes up, and back down. That's 1, right? I would advise you to drop down to your knee on the bottom leg, come up here, and then 10 there, okay? I don't want to see any feet on front of you. I want you to push this heel up. Imagine I was pushing it back to the back corner, up here, down, and there. Ah, Dad's just arrived. Just leave it there, I'll put it away. Okay, let's do it, 10 on each side. I'm going to try this one, let's give it a bash. I should be able to do it. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and up. There's 1. Okay, there's 5, good. Last one. Yeah, good job. Right, you're going to be tired off of that first side, right? So be prepared for this side to be twice as hard as what you just felt. Let's go for it anyway. Right, last 10, and we're done. Right, 3, 2, 1, come up. Two more. Last one. Good. Relax. Well done. Okay, folks, well done. I thought I'd just change up the camera a wee bit. Thank you very much for that, for tuning into that workout. As I said before, make sure you do those stretching classes. Just recover. Even if you just do a couple of stretches every day, it doesn't have to be the full class. I'm going to put you here. Okay, it doesn't have to be the full class. It can just be just any sort of light stretching. It's going to be great for your muscles just to open them up. Especially, see, if you're sitting down all day, you're going to really want to stretch out your hips, right? The front of your hips. Because if you're sat down all day, you're constantly in this position here in hip flexion. So you're going to really want to try and open out that joint there. Also the front of your shoulders. So just do little chest openers like we just did in class. Just really try and open yourself up, improve your posture. And yeah, because I don't want anyone getting injured while we're away from the studio. All right, thank you very much again. Tag us on Instagram, post your workouts. Get in touch with me if you need anything at all. And I shall see you in the next one. Thank you.